What we're going to be doing in this seminar is discussing the horses that we consider to be serious contenders. If we don't mention a horse, it's because we don't think he's a major factor. In the tables that follow, a new top is defined as more than 1 point better than the previous top. A pair is within 1 point either way of the horse's previous top. An off race is more than 1 but no more than 4 points worse, and X is worse than that. The Breeders' Cup returns to California this year, and let's start out by looking at how horses from different parts of the country have run on different surfaces in recent California Breeders' Cups. In dirt races, horses that made their most recent start in New York have run really poorly, with only 20% pairing or improving on their previous top. Horses that made their last starts in Kentucky or California have done somewhat better. But even with those, it's important to note that almost 70% of them have run worse than their previous tops. Others that race last somewhere else in North America, mostly at parks, also haven't run well. It's the end of a long year, and if a dirt horse looks like it might be ready to tail off, it probably is. The interesting thing is that, for whatever reasons, it does not seem to apply to grass horses. They run to their previous top or better about half the time, no matter where in North America they come from. And the grass horses that last race outside North America have run even better. If you're playing one of those not to run their race, you are usually making a mistake. There are also caveats regarding those eastern dirt horses. Some trainers have started to adjust. We strongly suggest going to the archives section of the Thoro-Graph website and looking at the sheets of the 2021 Breeders' Cup to get a feel for this. That was at Delmar, not Santa Anita, which may or may not be relevant, and to complicate things further, there was a dead rail. Also, some, like Asmussen, are sending their horses out early. Pay attention to the location and dates, not just of races, but of workouts. Horses with at least 2 California workouts should not be treated as shippers, and 3 is even better. We say this every year, and we're going to say it again. It's important to watch closely and adjust as the races go along. We will be keeping an eye on how well horses are running on the rail, and not just whether the ones inside are winning. Same with the East Coast shippers and the runners from individual barns and or trainers that have multiple starters. One big one is Godolphin. They've run less horses than usual over here this year, and not all have run great, as in the recent past, so pay attention. Keep in mind there are a lot of races, and some offer much better betting opportunities than others. Also, a negative opinion can be as useful or even more useful than a positive one. Short-priced horses are on a very high percentage of the exotic tickets, and if you can find one that isn't going to run well, you can not only try to beat them in the win pool, but also throw them out of the exotics and get a lot of leverage if you're right.